Greetings everyone. Now I will show you how to make a Bluetooth capable car stereo from an old car stereo in about 10 minutes and $1. To do this, we will need some kind of car stereo. In our case, we will use this Hyundai. It already has USB, but there is no Bluetooth. We will just add it and the Bluetooth receiver board itself. You can use this module, but I do not advise you because, first of all, it is not very easy to solder. And secondly, with a common power supply with the amplifier, and the amplifier in this case is the stereo, this module is terribly phonated, and in order to overcome this, in addition, you need to solder this module to isolate the power supply. Of course, it's not difficult, but why make unnecessary movements when you can take a more convenient board devoid of this disadvantage? But if there is still a background, there is a small life hack. There are normal power contacts here, which can be easily soldered too. You can connect to the AUX input with a mini jack cable. By the way, if you do not want to solder anything, just connect the cord from the charger magnet and Bluetooth board. Connect by AUX and you have a ready Bluetooth car stereo. But we will put all this stuff inside the case. Let's remove the covers to somehow orient ourselves on the board. What to connect and solder where. We find nothing interesting under the top cover. But under the bottom cover, something becomes clearer. First, we need to find where to connect the audio output from the Bluetooth module. I found out by the method of dialing that the left and right channels of the AUX input fit on this and this pin, so we'll solder here. And the common audio, it is the minus power supply and common polygons of the entire car stereo. You can, at least on the body, hook. Also need to find a power source with a voltage of 5 volts, as the car stereo is powered by 12 volts and Bluetooth board needs 5 volts. As a rule, in each, or almost in each tape recorder, there is a power stabilizer for 5 volts. In a particular case, there are even 2 of them. It is desirable to find the one on which power appears only after turning on the stereo. Well, why do we need an extra passenger who will drain the battery? Let's turn on our media center, F43188 tester, and look at the common wire. The chip input is 12 volts, the output is 5 volts, so we need to solder to the right pin of the stabilizer. Find the pins we need on the board. Here we will solder the plus wire of the power supply. The minus wire will be in common with the audio wire, and on this board they are united. L and R are respectively left and right sound channel. I'll add some flux and solder the wires. Halfway done. Now we need to somehow put it all inside the boombox. We see that here we have quite a big space, as if they left a special place for the Bluetooth board. And we'll put the wires into this special hole. But in order to do this, I need to remove the CD drive. And now it remains to fix the board. It is desirable, of course, to put it in a heat shrink to 100% isolate, but I do not have one, and therefore we take a piece of thick double-sided tape and just glue one board to the other board. That's it. Now solder the wires to the existing AUX input. The red wire is soldered to the 5-volt output of the stabilizer. Orange is the right channel, yellow is the left channel, and green to the minus power supply. It is common to the whole circuit.
Bennett Production.
Let's turn it on and listen to what we got. The devices are being paired and we hear that intrusive background. Why? Because this board should not be phoned.
Как же без рекламы ВКонтакте?
In general, as you can hear it yourself, it backgrounds quite strongly and you won't get any pleasure from listening to music. What to do? And now the very life hack I mentioned at the very beginning of the video. It's really quite simple. Instead of these obscure wires, you need to use a shielded cable to transmit the signal. And the shorter it is, the better. I ended up doing it like this. Total silence. Not a trace or a decibel left from the background.
Maybe conflict, maybe it's a new flavor. Problem, that's why everybody's scared. Whatever doesn't kill you.
Instead of a farting speaker, I'm gonna plug in a normal speaker. This, by the way, is music from Benaid Production. The guy's writing some great beats.
Max, your future hits.
As you can hear for yourself, it's great. So, my friends, with a small board Bluetooth module, a piece of shielded cable, soldering iron and straight hands, you can make the same old car stereo, but already with playback via Bluetooth. In 10 minutes, $1, and that's no joke. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it was interesting and useful. Now I will solder the second channel. Good luck everyone and bye. The link to the Bluetooth module will be in the video description.